I'd like to say something about that football. I didn't watch football last night, but when I turned the news up the next day, watched the news about the football, that man who tried to get the goals, he's tried his best, and if he could have got anywhere, he would have done. But because he let him down, might be twice, because I'm not into football that much. I felt sorry for that man because I don't care what colour they are, and the reason why I'm saying that, because we all come in this life the same, and we all leave the same. So that must mean in my world, we're all equal at the end of the day, because whatever I do in life, I don't want nothing back in return. I've got it already, and that's called life. Because no matter what we do in this world, we all think we got something back in return, like heaven. If I think like that and I want something back in return, I ain't real. What I do can only come from one place, and that's where I'm pointing to right this moment in my heart. Because I'm going to do it because I don't want nothing back in return. I've got it because at the end of the day, we all think we got something back like religion. Like I said before many times, and what I preach to people. If there wasn't heaven, ask the world this question. If there wasn't heaven, would you believe in that religion? I'm pretty certain, I know the answer, but I can't give the answer. It's not like me to do it. It's a bit like me giving things right answer. If I do that, I'm as bad as the next person. Because I believe all through the world I've been in, through generations, these few years what I've been on this planet, all I've ever seen is wars and different religions, different things. What people don't realise, an easy thing, if we all have one wish in life, and we all think at the very end of this world we're all equal, what a lovely world. It'd be a lot better than the world we're in now, because I think what we keep doing, we throw programs on the telly about all the wars that go on years and years for many generations. You imagine a little tiny child being born, and when that baby's being born, he's going to watch that telly, he's going to see something like the white man, the black man, the Chinaman, any nationality you want, and when he sees what he sees, it's going to go on and on and on until there's no planet. Because I think one day, no matter what we do now, it's going to happen. When, no one knows when, but what a nice world it would be if we all think the same, and when we all leave at the end of the game, we are the same. We all end up with nothing. But what you got to remember, like what I think, I ain't saying right, what I think in the game I play, I know whatever I want in life, I want nothing back in return, because I thought I've got it already. I want to enjoy every day I'm here. I think it's a bonus, because I think I've only got to look around the world and think, cool, you could be there, but I'm not, I'm here. And when we see what we see around, they want a toothpick, the pets, all these animals suffering. Some of these animals, women love, old women. If you took some old woman's dog off, it's enough to kill them. Because with some people in the world they live in, they often think sometimes when we die, reincarnation, Egypt, they become their pets. Because I've been to Egypt and I know that's what they believe in. And then you see certain religions, well I've seen it 2 or 3 times, where it's like that, it's all these rats in the middle, and the bloke goes in, gets a cup, puts the cup, drinks a glass of milk, and they believe when they die, that is their soul. Another one, it was only a few weeks ago, I see this one. And when they die, the rats, that is them. So really, when we think how we treat animals and whatever, I think if we all knew what was really at them, because we don't, we think we do, and we've got religion, we think that's right, I'm not going to take away from it. If we all really knew the truth at the end of this world, which I don't want to know, it could be good or bad, because at the end of the day, what we do know, we do care for. But if we all knew it, we will become some sort, we can't, as an animal, I reckon we'll all be towards animals. But because we can't see the light, we better see what we want to see, and that, I reckon it's pounds and pence, because I do believe now what I've seen in this world, when I see telly, these poor children walking about, getting water. Then you get all these donkeys, they've got to drop the cow. In some countries, this is a true story though, a stage I was following this driver, he ran somebody over. And what he could believe, when he went to court, the judge said to him, you have got to pay a fine of what a donkey's worth in a lifetime. And I think he actually said it was 15 quid. How can that can be true? But in their world, it might be true, but in my world, it ain't, I say ain't right, I can't be saying that because they think it's right, but if you put common sense together and realise when you've got a woman, you've got donkeys, we're all equal at the very end. But you know what it is? We've made this world, and when it goes wrong, we've only got one people to blame. That's ourselves for what we've done in this world. Because I believe one day it's going to happen, but when, who knows? Because I don't care what we do now, the damage is done, and we think we can put it right. We're doing what we're doing. All everything. See, it's done what happened when, I don't know, I don't want to know, because what it is, most of us, we always try and find out the answers, but I don't want to know the answers. All I do know, at the end of the day, I'm just passing through, I'm very grateful for what I've got, and when I get to the very end, I think, well, that's not bad, because I know at the end of the day, I don't think I'm having it. There's people starving, there's people suffering, as I'm talking to right this moment, babies being born suffering. Around the world, there are all these people in these camps. Things gone beyond them or closed doors to get rid of certain things that are like, no one gets it all brushed underneath the carpet. But I often think, you imagine if that was us on this planet where we need help, and one day we want to turn to somebody. One day it might happen, and when it happens, no one's going to wonder why. Because what we're doing nothing to other people. We might do a little bit of good. Listen, at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and at the very end of this life, we're all equal. We're all coming to this life the same, and we all lead the same. In my world, I put one thing to one side, because I've got what I've got, and I don't want nothing back in terms. I've got it already. It can only come from one place. It comes from me. And like I say to the Irish boys, they all know me, the Paddies. They said, Radley, come back to circle life. Paddy, if there wasn't heaven, would you believe the Mother Mary? If there wasn't heaven, no point. See, no matter what we do, we're sat back and telling them, might be right, it might be something, who knows? And I want to know, because I know what I do, what I tell them, Paddy, where I come from, it's only come one place. Where's that, Radley? From your heart. You're dead right, Rodney, you're the best. And Paddy, I'm second, you're the best. That's why they like me, because they know I'm here, but I'm not here. But you know what it is? We judge people the way we look. You sometimes we go in front of people. I know, I've seen a police one, I got pulled up by the police, my son. And he said, you're talking, no, let me talk. He wouldn't let me talk. And I said, I asked him, I said, do you think I'm telling the truth? He told me, I said, no, I'm glad you said that, guy, because what I tell you, you're not going to believe me. So what I'm going to say, when I'm in front of that judge, I'm going to ask the judge, easy man, if he thinks I'm guilty, but listen, I've been done many years, I've always been his dog, but what it is, I'm going to prove it now. If there's been a mistake, it ain't my fault, because I know if I go down and run some poor little club, I've got to live with that, that's what I wouldn't want to do. So why? I've always been in trouble, but now I've got to go and prove it on the Friday to see what happens. To me, if I don't turn up, I want to be found guilty, because what annoyed me, we adjourned it one day, and they still went ahead and done it, because all these bars still went about, I've got to go to doctors, all that, and they took, what even now in that court, and what they've done, they fought, they fined me, I think, £700 and 6 points. How can you do it when we've been called? And they put the points on, and the judge looked, Mr. When you come in front of the judge again, we take the points off, which they did, and when we go, if you get found good, we put the points back on. If you're not good, we leave it as is. Then he didn't give me the chance, but I'm in front of that judge this week, and I can't wait to put my point, because why? Because I know something, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong, when I'm right, I'm right. But what it is, I'll have to answer, because when it comes to the police and me, their work comes first. But sometimes you've got to take things into consideration, because I'm going to tell them a few things that's happened to me, and they can check this out as well, see if I'm lying. If I'm lying, take the lights off me. But I know I'm not going to lie, because in that court, no one's perfect. When a man judged me that court, when I said about do it on tape, he said no. Let me talk, because I could solve it. He didn't. So what happened the next day? My friend, so I can't read and write, I've got my friend to ring up the insurance company. As soon as I said an email address, straight away, the car's worth £1,500. They give me £200 compensation, and a letter to say Mr. White was insured. And the thing is, the car come from a friend who he went to Spain, and he got bit by that. When he gone back to England, went to hospital, he never come out and he died. And what happened is this, the woman said to my mate, he said, listen, can you take the car? Because every time my little girl comes down to school, where's Daddy? Well, Daddy died because he was on holiday, he got bit, he got that disease, and he died. And we got the car, and when they scrapped that car for £1,500, I got £200 compensation. It wasn't a lot of money, but listen, because that's fair, and I couldn't really say too much more, because I know I was insured. They admitted life, but they didn't have to give me nothing, but they gave me £200 and give me a letter. That letter said me going to court and proved the point. I was innocent, only the policeman let me do what I do. He didn't want to know, because as far as I'm concerned, I was lying. But I could be lying, but I proved the point, but I wasn't lying. But that's all I've got to say now, because we're going to see some of it. Bye.